Greetings, Liberty students, and welcome to Week 7 of BIBL 364 Acts. We are in Week 7 now of the 8-week course, and I trust you're preparing for the close of the term. We only have one more week after this week, and I do want to remind you that next week, during Week 8, the week ends on Friday. It does not stretch through the weekend like the other weeks have. So be sure you're planning your work accordingly, because the course will end on the Friday night of the last week of the course. There are no extensions. So I trust you're preparing for this. This week brings us up to the home stretch as we begin Week 7 or Module 7, and it includes the following. In your reading in the textbook by Polhill, if you've got the hard copy, you're reading pages 407 through 477. If you've got the electronic copy, you're beginning at the instigation of a riot by Demetrius, Acts 19:23 through 27, and you're reading up to the trial in Caesarea, Acts 24:1 through 23. You want to prepare for this week's module, week's analysis of thematic panels, by reading Acts 19:21 through 28:31. This is your last thematic panel. And then you want to listen to one presentation, Paul's return to Jerusalem, his arrest and speeches. And then, of course, you will be turning in thematic panel number 7. You want to be working on your research paper as well. Remember that your research paper must be in Turabian format, no exceptions. It must follow Turabian writing style with a cover page, a table of contents, your outline, and a text of 5 to 8 pages, no less and no more, and a bibliography. And again, all of this must be in Turabian writing style and formatted accordingly. Well, I hope you find this final writing project a joy to complete. A joy because it means the term is almost over, and also for the potential lessons to be learned. You hopefully will craft something of lasting value and purpose in your service to Jesus in your final research project. And be sure to check under course content in Module 8 as to what are the expectations for your final paper. There are details for its size, submission format, and other areas to follow. And it would be wise to type it in a program that allows you to use a spelling and grammar check. It must be turned in an MS Word document, and that will allow you to do that kind of editing. Words like gospel, church, and book do not need to be capitalized unless they begin a sentence or are part of a proper name. Biblical is not capitalized, and scriptural is not capitalized unless they begin a sentence. And Bible and scripture are always capitalized. By the way, grammar check isn't always absolutely dependable, but it's good to use it. Spell check will be very dependable, but it will not tell you if you're using the right homonym. In other words, do you mean their book, meaning the book belonging to someone, or do you mean over there, referring to a place? Their book is spelled T-H-E-I-R. There, like over there, is T-H-E-R-E. And spell check will tell you if it's spelled right. It just won't tell you whether it's the right homonym. So you still need to proofread even if you use spell check. Remember, the course does end on Friday night of Week 8. It does not run through the weekend like the other weeks have. So make sure you plan accordingly. As the term nears completion, I trust you're making firmer principles of service into your calling as a result of your study of the book of Acts. And one last reminder, again, the class does end on Friday of Week 8. And you should be getting something in the way of a notice on a course evaluation. And I hope you'll take time to complete that, as that helps us at Liberty to evaluate both myself, your professor, as well as the course itself. So there you go. Look forward to seeing your work this week. God bless.